Stop what you are doing right now. I need you to read that again. Stop what you are doing. Because what I am about to tell you is not something you stumbled across by accident. The universe does not work that way. Not for people like you. Not for souls who have been through what you have been through. You were guided here. And in the next few minutes, you are going to understand exactly why. We are standing at the edge of something that has not happened in a very long time. June 2nd, June 3rd, June 4th. 3 days, back to back. Each one carrying its own energy, each one building on the last. Together, they form something that many spiritual teachers and cosmic observers are calling one of the most powerful 3-day windows of the entire year. And most people will sleep right through it. But not you, because you are here, right now, at exactly the right moment. Here is what makes this so unusual. And here is why you need to pay very close attention to everything that happens to you over these 3 days. Let me take you back for just a moment. You already felt the blue moon. If you are the kind of soul who is sensitive to energy, and if you are watching this, you almost certainly are, you felt something shift in the days leading up to May 31st. Something got heavier. Something got louder inside you. Old emotions surfaced. Old memories returned. Things you thought you had dealt with came back to the surface one more time. That was not random. The blue moon was doing something very specific to you. It was not just lighting up the sky. It was illuminating everything inside you that still needed to be seen. Every unresolved feeling, every unanswered question, every door you had been afraid to open. And now that the blue moon has passed, something extraordinary is happening. The energy does not simply disappear after a full moon. It transforms. It moves. It begins to organize itself into something new. And what it is organizing itself into right now, what it is building toward during these 3 days of June 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, may be the most significant thing that has happened to your energy field in months. Here is what each of these 3 days may be carrying. June 2nd is what many call a recalibration day. After the intensity of the blue moon, the energy begins to settle. But here is the strange part. The settling is not rest. It is alignment. Think of it like a compass needle that has been spinning wildly, finally finding true north. On June 2nd, something inside you may begin to find its direction again. A decision that has been unclear may suddenly feel obvious. A feeling you could not name may finally have words. Something that felt impossible 2 weeks ago may begin to feel possible again. Pay attention to what arrives in your awareness on June 2nd. A thought, a conversation, a number you keep seeing, a feeling in your chest that was not there before. These may not be random. These may be the universe beginning to show you the first piece of what is coming. But here is where it gets unusual. June 3rd carries a completely different frequency. If June 2nd is about finding your direction, June 3rd is about receiving what you have been asking for. Many who study cosmic cycles believe that Jupiter, the planet most associated with expansion, abundance, and divine blessing, reaches a significant energy peak around this time. And when Jupiter's energy peaks, it does something very specific for souls who are in alignment. It expands whatever is already growing inside you. If you have been quietly building something, a new version of yourself, a new path, a new way of thinking, June 3rd may pour energy into that growth in a way you did not expect. If you have been praying for something, asking the universe for something, holding on to hope for something that has not arrived yet, June 3rd may bring the first real sign that your answer is on its way. But there is something you need to understand about how this works. Jupiter does not deliver abundance to those who are chasing it desperately. It delivers abundance to those who have done the inner work, to those who have cleared space, to those who have let go of what was not meant for them. If you have been going through a period of letting go, if people have left your life, if situations have fallen apart, if you have felt strangely empty lately, that emptiness was not punishment. It was preparation. June 3rd may begin to fill what was emptied. And then there is June 4th. This is the day that very few people are talking about, and it may be the most powerful of the three. June 4th carries what some spiritual traditions call a Venus alignment energy. Venus rules the heart. It rules connection. It rules the deepest parts of what we feel about ourselves and about others. And when Venus energy is strong, it does something that logic cannot explain. It heals things that have been broken for a very long time. Not with drama, not with sudden revelations or lightning bolt moments, but quietly, subtly, in the way that you notice you are no longer angry about something that used to consume you, in the way that you wake up and realize the weight you have been carrying feels slightly lighter than it did the day before, in the way that someone says something to you, and instead of feeling wounded, you feel understood. June 4th may bring healing to your heart in ways you have been silently asking for. And here is what makes it rare. When these three specific energies, the post-blue moon recalibration, the Jupiter expansion, and the Venus heart alignment, all fall within the same 3-day window, something happens that does not happen often. The universe creates a corridor, not a metaphorical corridor, an actual energetic pathway between where you are right now and where you are meant to be. And for the souls who are aware of it, who are present for it, who do not sleepwalk through these 3 days, this corridor may carry them further than months of ordinary effort could. Now let me tell you about the signs. Because during these 3 days, the universe may communicate with you more directly than usual. And if you are not paying attention, you may miss what it is trying to say. The first sign is a sudden feeling of clarity. You may have been confused for weeks or months about a decision, a direction, or a person in your life. During these 3 days, that confusion may lift, not because anything external changed, but because something internal finally settled. Trust that clarity. Do not second-guess it. Do not let others talk you out of what suddenly feels true. The second sign is unexpected connection. Someone may reach out to you during these 3 days who you did not expect to hear from. Or you may feel a sudden, unexplained pull toward a person, a place, or an idea. Pay attention to these pulls. The universe uses people to deliver messages, and sometimes the message arrives through the most unexpected door. The third sign is a dream that stays with you. During these 3 days, your dreams may feel unusually vivid, unusually meaningful. You may wake up from a dream and feel like you received an answer you have been searching for. Write it down, immediately, before the details fade. What arrives in your dreams during this window may contain more truth than anything you will hear in the waking world. The fourth sign is a release you did not plan. Something may leave your life during these 3 days, an emotion, a habit, a relationship that has been draining you, a belief about yourself that was never true. This release may feel uncomfortable in the moment. It may feel like loss, but do not hold it back. What leaves during this window is making room for what is coming. The fifth sign is a feeling of being watched over, not in a frightening way, in the way that you notice things are falling into place, in the way that a conversation happens at exactly the right moment. in the way that you receive information you needed right when you needed it, in the way that the universe seems to be quietly arranging things in your favor without you having to force anything. This feeling is real. You are not imagining it. But here is what I need you to understand about these 3 days. They will not do the work for you. The universe opens corridors. It does not carry you through them. What you do during June 2nd, 3rd, and 4th matters. How you choose to use your energy during these days matters. The thoughts you feed, the people you give your time to, the things you choose to focus on, all of it matters more than usual during a window like this. This is not the time to spend these 3 days in low vibration, not in arguments that drain you, not in conversations that go nowhere, not in habits that keep you small, not in chasing people or situations that have already shown you they are not for you. These 3 days are asking something of you. They are asking you to be present, to be aware, to stay open, to move in the direction of what feels true rather than what feels comfortable. The universe does not give everyone this window. It gives it to those who are ready. And the fact that you are here, the fact that this video found you today, on this specific day, may be the universe telling you something very important. You are ready. Think back over the last few months. Think about everything you have been carrying, the waiting, the uncertainty, the moments where you questioned whether any of it was going to work out, the nights where you wondered if you had made the right choices, the times you felt like you were invisible, like your efforts were going unnoticed, like the breakthrough you had been working toward was never going to arrive. I want you to hear this very clearly. The universe was watching every single moment of that. Every prayer, every quiet act of faith, every time you chose to keep going when everything in you wanted to stop, every time you chose to be kind when you could have been bitter, every time you let go of something that was not serving you even though it hurt, every time you showed up for yourself even when no one else did. None of that was wasted. And these 3 days, June 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, may be the beginning of the universe returning what it has been holding for you. Not all at once. These things rarely arrive all at once, but as a beginning, as a signal, as the first real evidence that everything you have been going through was leading somewhere. Here is something very few people will tell you about rare cosmic windows like this. The biggest mistake people make is waiting to feel ready. They hear about a powerful energy window and they think they need to do something specific to prepare. They think they need to be in a certain state of mind, or have resolved all their old patterns, or have their life perfectly in order before they can receive what the universe is offering. That is not how this works. You do not need to be perfect to receive. You just need to be present. You need to be willing. You need to be open enough to let something new in, even while the old is still clearing. The universe is not waiting for the finished version of you. It is working with the version of you that exists right now, in this moment. With all your unresolved questions and your unhealed places and your uncertainty about what comes next. That version of you is enough. That version of you is exactly who this 3-day window was opened for. So here is what I want to leave you with. Over the next 3 days, pay attention. Pay attention to what arrives. Pay attention to what leaves. Pay attention to how you feel when you wake up on the morning of June 2nd, and how that feeling shifts by the night of June 4th. Something may change in you during these 3 days that you will not be able to fully articulate. Something quiet, something deep, something that does not announce itself loudly, but that you will feel in the way the world looks slightly different afterward. The rare events in this universe are rarely the ones that make the most noise. They are the ones that rearrange you from the inside. And something is rearranging you right now. June 2nd, June 3rd, June 4th. You were meant to know about this. You were meant to be present for this. And whatever is coming for you through this window, whatever the universe has been quietly preparing behind the scenes of your struggle and your waiting and your faith, it is closer than you think. It may already be on its way. Before you go, I want to ask you something. What are you hoping arrives for you during these 3 days? What have you been waiting for that you are ready to finally receive? Leave it in the comments below. Say it out loud, because there is something powerful about naming what you are ready for. The universe listens, and so does this community. And if this message found you today, if something brought you to this video at this exact moment in your life, maybe it was not by accident. Maybe these 3 days were always meant to be yours.